no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, Freemers, we got an update from Palia. This is a very interesting update, but it's also a good update for Palia. It's like, it's kind of like the whole announcement for, Palia coming to the Switch. That was huge for Palia. And I don't know, honestly, how I feel about this one, but we're going to get into it. But before we do, I want to talk about my experience with, when I first played Palia, right? I didn't know how, how it was going to launch. Like, is it going to have its own launcher? How do I download it? Like, and obviously now I know it has its own launcher. It runs off its own website. And it was super interesting because I was wondering what platform it was going to go to. And when I realized what, engine Palia is running on, it kind of made sense what platform it would go to. Because I remember everyone was talking about, like, oh, Palia is going to come to Steam, or, oh, it's going to go to this, it's going to go to that. But when you think about it, if it's running on Unreal Engine, for the most part, you assume it's going to go to the Epic Games Store. It's going to be on the Epic Games launcher. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know if this is on the launcher or it's just on the store. It's not clear, and I want to find that out. So we're going to go ahead and read through this post. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, Palia is getting a little more epic. That is a pretty cool tagline. Whoever wrote that, you're getting a raise. Even if it's not from your boss, you're getting it from me. You're getting it from me, at least. Okay? The Palia community is about to get a little bigger. We're excited to announce that current players and newcomers are getting more ways to play Palia with our release on the Epic Games Store on October 24th. That is in 7 days. That's in 7 days. That's in a week. That's pretty cool. Palia will continue being a free-to-play title that's now accessible via Epic Games Store, featuring the gameplay experience our cozy community has come to love since we released earlier this summer. Now, this is a good thing for Palia, for Singularity 6 in general, because this means they get more support. So, and I don't know if Epic Games would ever do this, right? I don't know if they would ever make it so games that use Unreal Engine have to release on the Epic Games Store. I hope they never do that. I think it would be a terrible move, and people would probably, switch to using their own engines. But, for the most part, anything that has Unreal Engine, it has a chance of going to the Epic Games Store, but in this case, Singularity 6 is partnering with Epic Games to have this game on the platform, which is really, really cool. I love it. It's awesome. It's good for Singularity 6 because, now they're partnering with Nintendo. They've partnered with Epic Games. This only leads to more good things. If anyone hates this, you're in the wrong, because this is a good thing for Singularity 6. This allows them to get more exposure. It allows them to, hopefully get more partnerships like with Sony, with Microsoft, with Xbox or whatever. But it allows them to get more partnerships to be on more platforms. This is what this is doing, Coming to Switch was just the first step. Now it's coming to Epic Games Store. Someone is going to recognize this game and be like, we need this on our platform. This is a good thing. However, I need to clarify. If this is using the Epic Games launcher, I'm going to say it now. I hate the Epic Games launcher. I believe it's not using the Epic Games launcher, but I could be wrong because it just says Epic Games Store. The Epic Games launcher is garbage. And I say this because I've experienced it. I've played Kingdom Hearts when it came to PC on the Epic Games Store and launcher. I hated it. I had a lot of issues. I think I only had issues with the older titles, the older Kingdom Hearts titles. KH3 ran fine, but the Epic Games launcher ain't it, Chief. It's not it. But yeah, so people who use the Epic Games Store can now play Palia. This allows more people to play the game. It'll get more exposure, more players. And again, this is a good thing because, Singularity 6 is only going to go up from here. So, awesome announcement. I don't like the launcher for Epic Games, but pretty cool announcement. Okay? Epic Games Store users can wishlist Palia starting today, and the game will be added to the platform's library of titles on October 24th, as expected. Palia will release on the Epic Games Store with all of the content has dropped thus far, and there's never been a better time to play. The team just released some scary good content for the Halloween season, alongside a new obstacle course, which I have checked out both. I have not done videos on the obstacle course or the Halloween stuff, but the Halloween stuff is something else, but I do want to get into that obstacle course at some point, so we will do that. These new updates complement a bevy of additional title updates, including the Temple of the Flames, additional romance options, hot Dari. That's not funny anymore. You can't make the same joke twice. Stop that. And more. Players in the EU can also expect dedicated servers for improved latency and gameplay experience. And don't forget about our Nintendo Switch release slated to drop this holiday season. So again, they said this holiday season. They don't say holiday 2023. I don't know why I thought that, but when they say this holiday season, again, it means anywhere between November and January. So it could drop anytime. It's probably gonna, if I were to bet, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but I'm betting that it's going to drop in December because that's perfect timing for for Christmas. So people can play during the holiday time. Play, if people have that 2-week holiday break for school, they're gonna get to play. They're gonna have all this free time. That's probably when they're gonna release it, but I don't know. I have no idea. Players across all versions of Palia can expect each update to release in tandem between the Epic Games Store, Nintendo Switch, or a native launcher. That's good because Square Enix released like a Kingdom Hearts, and we're referencing Kingdom Hearts again, but Square Enix released a Kingdom Hearts mobile game, which was Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and there was a lag between updates. So like Japan got their update first, and then America got the update second, like 6 months later. Ridiculous. But this is great. I mean, Singularity 6 is an American company, so it makes sense that, all platforms are getting the updates at the same time, which is good. We'll have more to talk about on that front very soon about the Switch launch, I'm guessing. But let's get into the FAQ here. Do I need an Epic Games Store account to play Palia? No. New and existing players can still create and continue using Palia accounts created through Palia.com with no changes to the Palia launcher or login progress. So, it seems like they're still using the Palia website through the Epic Games Store, so you don't even need to make an Epic Games account. So you don't even need to support Epic Games. You just need to play on the launcher to do, or on the store to do so. But it's still using all of the Palia.com assets, which is great. Will I be able to carry over my account progress to the Epic Games Store version of Palia? Yes, Palia on the Epic Games Store will use the same launcher as Palia.com. Accounts are not affected. So, it's not using the Epic Games launcher. Good, because that launcher is horrendous. Okay, so it's just using the Palia launcher was great, because the Palia launcher is fine. It works wonders. Okay? Does Palia's release on Epic Games Store mean that Palia is not coming to additional platforms? Palia's release on Epic Games Store does not prohibit the game from releasing on additional platforms. In fact, Palia is coming to Nintendo Switch this holiday season. So, again, this is only a good thing. People might think, Palia coming to the Epic Games Store is a bad thing when it's actually a good thing. It is helping the game move up. If it wasn't coming to Switch, if it wasn't on the Epic Games Store, Palia would be nowhere. Right? This game needs to push boundaries. It needs to go up a notch every time. It needs to hit the additional platforms to get those players and to be successful. Otherwise, the game is in a dying state. It doesn't see growth. This is only a matter of growth. So if anyone's looking at this as a bad thing, you're wrong. Okay, so will Epic Games Store users have access to any exclusive content? All Palia players will have access to the same in-game content. So, there was a situation with Kingdom Hearts, again, the third time we're referencing this game. Kingdom Hearts 3 had Epic Games launcher exclusive Keyblades that you could redeem. Like, I guess it was just like, if you bought the game on the Epic Games Store, you got an exclusive Keyblade. So that's not the case here. Everyone's going to have the same content. This is basically saying Palia is just on the Epic Games Store. It just exists. You can play it through there. You don't have to. You don't get anything special for bonuses. There's no restrictions. There's no exclusives. It's literally just they're putting it on the store because it has the Unreal Engine, right? And Epic Games owns that engine. So it's like, it's funny that, like, everyone's thinking, oh my god, everything's gonna change because the Fire Nation attacked. No, listen, it's not. This is not an Avatar The Last Airbender situation here. Okay? It's not. We're fine. Everything's cool. This is just good for Singularity 6. Will I be able to log into the game with just my Epic account? Not at this time. Players will still need to create a Palia account. So again, it's literally just on the store. That's all it is. You still have to use the Palia website, which, it's funny. It's, in me saying that, you might as well not get this on the Epic Games Store. I don't see the point in downloading it on the Epic Games Store when, you have to sign up through the Palia website. You might as well just download the launcher from there, dude. Like, what's the point of getting it on the Epic Games Store? Is it again, like I said, it's just sitting there. It's on the Epic Games Store. It's not doing anything special. Like, you could literally just download Palia on the website and be good to go. Will Palia use the Epic Games Store for purchases? Palia's real money store will be accessible in-game, not the Epic Games Store platform. Again, the game is just sitting on the Epic Games Store. I don't see this. I don't see this as pointless though, because this is good for Singularity 6. It's like, it's like Palia coming to the Switch. It's a good thing, but nothing is really happening with Palia. All these FAQs are like addressing negatives when there is no negative to this. It's pretty neutral, if anything, but it's interesting, dude, that if people are actually mad about this coming to the Epic Games Store, people need to calm down. Like, actually, just calm down, Okay, so EU server question, I don't really care about that, but Palia coming soon. You can wishlist if you choose to. Look at this beautiful, wow, that's crazy. Show more. Wow. What do you even, what's funny? Like, look at what's needed to run it. Minimum recommended. I have this stuff, and the game, like, seems to lag a bunch for me through OBS, but anyway, it's on here. Look at that, dude. You can wishlist it. It's coming soon. Literally in 7 days, bro. Literally in 7 days. Wow, look at this cool game that I already am playing. Wow. So yeah, literally the game is just on here. Whoever uses the Epic Games Store to the, 5 people that actually use it, welcome to Palia. We will have you. Absolutely. But yeah, so that's the update. Again, this is a pretty neutral thing, it being on the store, but is a huge win for Singularity 6. They're only moving up. I can see, like, Sony or Microsoft being like, hey, that's pretty cool. You want to come to our platforms? I mean, dude, listen. If Palia comes to PlayStation, I guarantee you I will be swapping to console. Absolutely. But I think they have to get controller support first or something like that. I want to play Palia on PlayStation so bad, dude. So bad. Hopefully in the future, but we will see. This is only a good thing for Palia. This is a very good thing. Looking forward to seeing some Epic Games players in the game. But yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.